Today is going to be a day, just a ludicrous day. Being here in southwest Missouri, of course, all this talk about this eclipse, which where I'm at, that's like it's over 90% of what it, well, I'm not a scientist. Either way, we're supposed to get like a 90-some% of the total eclipse here where I'm at. But I've got a job going up in northern Missouri, and it'll be right in the path of it. But I mean, you'd think it's the end of the world. People going crazy about this eclipse. I don't understand it. Whatever. I mean, we got a bunch of rain last night. I mean, last night, but yesterday afternoon, it come a storm, like a rainstorm, like I haven't seen in a while. I heard some guys say they got as much as 4 inches in like about an hour's time. I mean, it got crazy down here. Of course, we're supposed to get rain again tonight, rain again tomorrow. Crazy August weather for rain. You know, I bought a tract of timber last week up off the Missouri River, and in 30 days up there, or not even 30 days, I don't think, however many days it was, they'd had 19 inches of rain. It was less than 30 days time they had 19 inches of rain. Just it's been an odd year, the weather, which seems like that's kind of the normal anymore. There's no normal anymore, I don't guess. Crazy's the new normal, put it that way. So I'm actually headed down to Springfield right now to John Deere. We're going to go down here and we're going to pick up some parts at Deere. It's always a lovely time getting to see those fine folks. I know that sun's in your eyes. So that's what we got planned first thing this morning. I've got to pick up some rod bolts, main bearings, a couple gaskets. Just hopefully my bill will be under, $3 million, but I have my doubts. Deer stuff, and it don't matter what you're running, cat, deer, it's all expensive anymore. But I'm pretty big about trying to go with OEM parts when I can. So I like using the actual deer parts. So, but we'll get everything glued back together. We've got an engine out of the machine. We had a small knock on it. Long story, but when we do the filming, when I film some of that video, when I film some of that video, we'll go over that later today. But if we don't have a total pandemonium and the world doesn't bust out in even more chaos over this eclipse, we're tearing down statues, going crazy over eclipses. I don't know. Crazy world we live in. Crazy world. So off we go to John Deere. Let's go spend all of our money. All right, the eclipse is starting, so it's starting to kind of, you can barely see it. I can notice it right now. It's starting to kind of cast a shadow. I'm driving and making YouTube videos, so don't criticize me too hard, but it's starting to cast a shadow now. You can't even see the sun from where I'm at, but it's going to get darker. Supposedly the eclipse started at 11:44 today. It peaks out at 1:13 total darkness. We're just a little after, my clock's fast, but we're just a little after 12:30 right now. So it is starting to kind of cast a shadow. And as the eclipse progresses, we will film more. It's starting to get a little darker. Probably can't tell it through the old lens here, but it's starting to get pretty dark outside. Don't think. Yeah, you probably can't see much there. Well, still a big ball of fire up there, isn't it? Maybe, yeah. I'm not staring at the sun. I'm staring through my phone, staring at the sun. So, yeah, can't even see it. But it is getting darker. It's getting quite a bit darker. We're still a few minutes away from peak. Of course, it's not supposed to get totally dark here. I was under the influence that it was going to get like nightfall, middle of day, but which it is. It's real. I can't even describe how it looks outside. Everything's got kind of like a dark tint and a shadow to it. Like I said, you can't. I'm looking through the lens here, the camera lens, and looking outside. You really can't tell anything. So here in a few minutes we're gonna stop and pull over, and we'll see if we can't get a good short video of it when it's almost full eclipse. So bear with us. All right, so we've stopped real quick, which I'm not looking at the sun per se. I'm looking through the camera at the sun, but still, it's getting really dark outside. And describe, like I said, you can't tell anything through the lens here, but what it looks like outside, just imagine having sunglasses on, and that's what it's like looking outside right now. So see if I can click and zoom in. No, it's still a large ball of fire through the lens. So I was hoping we'd be able to catch some solar eclipse action, but we can't. So we'll wait a little longer and see if we can catch something. Okay, so
Here you go, then.
John, my buddy John's with me, and someone is taking a good picture of the eclipse happening. So that's what it's looking like. But looking through here, I mean, it is really dark outside. I mean, really dark. But like I said, looking through these cameras, I even had my GoPro out a minute ago, and you can't tell any difference from a regular video. And see the sun, it doesn't look any different right now, but it is getting really dark outside, and we still haven't peaked yet. So we've got just a few more minutes till the eclipse is supposed to be at peak level. So I guess we'll wait around. I mean, it's getting darker by the minute. I mean, it's getting a lot darker. So here in just a few minutes, we'll get another little clip here and see what it looks like. It's pretty neat. I mean, I don't see the mass hysteria and panic like they were talking earlier, and what all the commotion's about, but it's pretty neat stuff. So we'll come back here in a few minutes.
The cows check their Facebook, and they're all not looking at the sun. So rest assured.
Yes.
Never put that out there.
No cattle are staring at the sun. There was a thing on the news I seen that people were worried about keeping your pets inside so they didn't hurt their eyes by looking at the eclipse. Well, you know, I've got a bloodhound, and my bloodhound, she's not the smartest girl in the world, but even she does not go outside and stare at the sun on a regular basis. So I'm quite certain our animals are okay from going blind looking at the eclipse. So, but someone has really made a fortune off selling eclipse glasses and protective eyewear for animals. Going over the lake now, south end of Stockton Lake. My eyes are on the road, but I've just got the phone angled up there, so don't worry about my driving skills. Nothing. We'll come back in a few. So we're close to nearing peak of the eclipse. It's, I think it's, well, my clock's fast, so it's nearing, it's 1:11 right now. Thank you, John.
1:12.
John says it's 1:12. So we're nearing the peak of the eclipse right now. We're going to stop right here at this four-way. But it's really dark outside. It's hard to explain, because unless you're actually in an area where you're seeing the eclipse and knowing what it's like, these videos aren't doing justice of actually how dark it is right now. Just imagine looking at the whole world through a pair of dark sunglasses. That's the best way I can describe it. Let me unclick the old seatbelt here. Actually, let's just pull right in here. Pull right in here. This old filling station. Yeah, we got some people in there. Camaro there, but you just, like I said, you can't see. It's still a big ball of fire. We'll get out. Oh my eyes. We'll let everybody out of the wagon here. So, still just a big ball of fire, but it is really dark outside. Like I said, these and you can see. Lights are coming on. Lights for you can see the light on the side of that church building. That's how dark it is. It's actually dark enough it's turning lights on, like yard lights. And it's I was talking to John a minute ago. Another way I described it was a couple years ago when they had all the burning going on down in Oklahoma. It's just like a real hazy day from a burn when the smoke's in the sky. But it is really dark out, and we're supposed to be at nearing the peak of the eclipse right now. I just wish there was like I said, I even tried using my GoPro. It's just not showing up very well. And even trying to look at the sun here through the camera, it's just not showing up. I'll try to focus in there, but yeah, we can't even. You sure don't want to. You don't want to look at the sun without a pair of those solar eclipse glasses, that's for sure. But I'm looking at it through the camera here. But yeah, I wish. Focus back here. Maybe we'll focus. There we go. We're focused. Wish it'd show up a little better. We're just north of Dadeville, Missouri, here on the south end of the lake, but it's just not showing up real good. So, oh well, that's how it goes. So that's pretty much the big hype for Eclipse. That's my buddy John and his girlfriend. They went with me on a parts run down to Springfield. So just not showing up too good today. Just not showing up good, guys. So we'll try to get back in a few minutes. We got some better coverage of it, if any. So I wasn't impressed at all with this Eclipse business. I thought they said it was going to get really dark. And it did get dark, but I guess, I had something else in mind. And as much as they talked about it, they talked like it was really going to be a big deal. But I don't know. Didn't really impress me too much. Anyway, we're back. This is a picture of this motor right here. I went and got some parts for. Whoever rebuilt this motor right before we got it decided they'd use the old head bolts. Excuse me, the old rod bolts. And that's a no-no. Those bolts stretch out because they're torqued to such high specs. And most of the time, those bolts are only good for a one-time deal. So had some problems there, so we've had to tear the motor down and completely do some freshening up on it. So we've got a bunch of new goodies for it. We're going to try to get started back to putting that together this evening, maybe tomorrow, and get it all slapped back together. So yeah, that's the great solar eclipse of 2017. I honestly don't see what all the hype was about at all. At all. But guys, thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate it as always. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Turner Logging LLC. As you already know, you're watching us on YouTube at Turner Logging LLC. Check out Logger Threads on Instagram and Facebook. And check out Timber Tracker on Instagram and Facebook as well. Guys, until the next time, we'll see you later.